Hi, welcome to the Jenspiration Conversation. My name is Jennifer. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for stepping foot into my little portal of YouTube. I appreciate you being here oh so much. Here at the Jenspiration Conversation, we talk all things spiritual, but we keep it street. We keep it grounded in reality because that's where we all live. Today's video is a little bit of something that's going on with me, but there's a message in it. So to make a very long story short, for the past few years, ever since I sold my house, I have been renting and staying at cottages and Airbnbs and traveling and all these kinds of things. I have owned several houses, but I don't want to purchase a home right now. I just want to rent because I don't know where the wind is going to blow me next. Up until 2 months ago, I was living near water. I was living outside of the city. So there was a few cottages, there were a few Airbnbs. They were always by water. And if you've been following me since the beginning of starting this channel, thank you, by the way, you're an OG, you'll see that there was always an image of the water in the background wherever I was staying. Up until recently, when I moved back into the city. The reason I'm telling you all of this is because everything is energy. You've heard me say that countless times. Everything carries an energetic frequency or a vibration, including where we live, the actual dirt and earth and section of earth that you reside on. There's an energetic frequency to where I'm sitting right now, to where you're sitting right now. And if you're not aligned with that frequency, it will mess with your system. And I'm telling you all of this because it's happening to me presently. And I know that there's a message for some of you out there who are going through the same thing. I have been struggling with sleep ever since I moved away from the water and away from the outskirts of the city. Like right now, someone has decided to mow their lawn. I'm in the burbs now, and there's a lot more traffic. There's a fire station literally right there. I have a neighbor who's obsessed with mowing his lawn. He mows it like every 2 days. So he's like, it was raining all day and he's mowing his, like, vibrationally, this place is not a match for me. So much so, in fact, that just this past weekend, I booked just an overnight closer to the water outside of the city in my own community. And I slept peacefully, soundly. And that's when I was driving back and I thought, this is exactly what's going on with me. The energetic frequency of where I live is not a match for me right now. So it's time to move. And that is what it is. I have come to understand that that's just, I'm at an energetic mismatch right now. Now look, some of you are watching this video and you're like, Jennifer, this is bullshit because I own a home and I'm not about to sell my house because it's an energetic mismatch. Okay. Sure. If you feel comfortable and you're sleeping wonderfully in your home and you love your community and you are happy, then this video is not for you. Okay? This video is for those of you who are wondering what the F is going on because vibrationally you feel pulled somewhere else. You feel like you are not where you should be energetically. And that can be the actual earth, right? The spot that you are, but it can also be the environment that you're in, right? Energetically, our workplaces can be a mismatch, relationships, communities that we're in, cities that we're in, countries that we're in. There are a lot of creators that I follow from different countries all over the world, and I listen to them speak about, some of them have moved from their birth country to another country, and a lot of them say they couldn't quite articulate why they were feeling pulled to said country or said community or said city. But once they got there, they were like, it's an absolute game changer. So you can be at an energetic mismatch of where you are currently rooted right now, like where you are sleeping at night, where you're spending most of your time, where you're working, where you're shopping, where you're traveling, where you're playing, where you're creating, can be an energetic mismatch. In fact, I'm making this video because I know that some of you are exactly in the same situation as me, where we are at an energetic mismatch. I am not sleeping because I am now surrounded by more concrete. I am surrounded by more humans. I'm surrounded by more frequencies. There's more traffic, there's more noise, there's more concrete, there's more buildings, there's more people, and all of those things carry energy. And it has overwhelmed my energetic field because for the past couple of years, I have been around less people, less concrete, less buildings, more trees, more nature, more water. I've been able to see the sunset. I can actually see the stars, but I can't right now. So it is a very clear indicator for me that I need to go. I found this accommodation and I moved back to the city because I thought, well, I could really use the convenience, traveling so much was starting to, wear on me a little bit, but I didn't realize what an energetic mismatch it would be coming back to all of this energy and frequency coming at me. So if you're not able to physically move because you own a home or the cost of living where you are is reasonable and you can afford it, then I think your spirit team is coming through to say that while maybe where you live is an energetic mismatch, try to spend more time out in places that are a match for you and your frequency. Try to spend more time in nature, among the trees, the mountains, the woods, paths, rocks, grass, sand, oceans, rivers, whatever. That is closer that's closer to source energy, that where we came from. Concrete is not organic and real, and its vibration is so dense, right? And lawnmowers and motors and machines and people talking and screaming and running and there's just so much that can come at you. And if you are anyone like me and you're sensitive to energy, or you're discovering that you're sensitive to energy, you're an empath, you're a highly sensitive soul, this can all attach itself to your aura. And then you're constantly trying to recalibrate and balance your chakras and cleanse your aura, and it becomes a full-time job. So if you are someone like me who can pick up your life and move it, then I encourage you to do so. If you're having trouble sleeping, if you've got a little bit of brain fog, if you are waking up at 3 a.m. every night, if you've got ruminating thoughts, if your digestive system is off, if you're just feeling sluggish and not quite yourself, it could be where you are. It could be your environment. It could be your work environment, the frequency of where that building is, if you have to go to a building, the frequency of your apartment, the frequency of your home, whatever. It could be an energetic mismatch for you. And that's all this video is coming through to say. That sometimes we can try and pinpoint what's going on or where our problems are. If this video is resonating with you and you're struggling with your sleep and you're just feeling off like I have, you need to move. If you're able to, then Spirit's coming through to say it's time to go. If you've been thinking about moving, if you've been feeling a tug or a pull to move, it's time to go, my friends. So in the coming weeks, I am definitely going to be looking for an alternate place to live. I don't know if I'm going to pack all my shit and move to another country because that feels sort of aligned. But for now, I think I need to remove myself from the concrete jungle that I'm in and place myself back out into nature and quiet and peace and water. I'm a water sign. I'm not saying that it's this, but it really feels like this. I'm a water sign. I need to be surrounded by water. So that's the message for today. I didn't really have a solid direction, but it's the videos that I put out may not resonate with every single person, and that's okay. They will find who they're meant to find. So if this found you and it resonates, let's look for a new place that's a vibrational match for us, shall we? Thank you for sitting with me, friends, and having this Jenspiration conversation. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.